Hello, in this video we will look at the fasted state. Basically here we will just understand the physiological aspect, but the biochemical pathway we will not understand here. So the blood glucose level is normally as a homeostasis in the fasted state is the 4 to 6 millimole per liter. So here is let's begin to understand what that means and what is the happening during the fasted state. So here is the person which contain a pancreas, that is the endocrine and exocrine both activity are present in the pancreas for releasing the hormone. So here we will discuss about the endocrine hormone. So endocrine hormone of the pancreas, when the blood glucose will be dropped during the fasted state. Why? Because the food inhibition. So the releasing of the glucagon will be occur. Glucagon is response to the low level of the blood glucose to release it, and this glucagon is released from the alpha cell of the pancreas. The islet of Langerhans contain a alpha cell which that is released, and this glucagon will inhibit the production of insulin as well, which that is the anabolic hormone, but here is the catabolic hormone. So during the catabolism, so here we are understanding the catabolism during the fasted state. So the blood will be move glucagon will move into the blood circulatory system. So the major organ for during the fasted state for the physiological changes is occur in the liver, and liver is basically is the largest organ in the internal body, while the largest organ are skin outside, but here is the inside is the largest organ. So here is the glucagon receptor. When glucagon receptor will be bind with the liver, so it will create the glycogen to glucose formation. So that is glycogenolysis will be occur. So this is the glycogen to glucose formation. After this will be glucose level will be high and move into the blood circulatory system. So here I am drawing the graph to understand the appetite during the insulin inhibition and the glucagon increase. So during the insulin high when we will start fasting, so the curve appetite is here, which that is when drastically decrease the insulin, ultimately glucagon will be increased, and it means that glucagon will inhibit the appetite, so we will not feel the hungry due to the glucagon, while the insulin will produce to feel hungry due to the low level of the glucose after the movement into the tissue. So here is the blood vessel. This is, let's begin to understand what that is happening in the blood vessel and what is the what is the changes in the blood circulatory system. So here is the muscle. This muscle is also contain a glycogen, and this glycogen will be breakdown during the fasted state, and it is not stimulated by the glucagon, but the other factor can be involved. So the why the glucagon is not used for it, because the muscle conserve and preserve the glycogen for longer time. So the glycogen is basically breakdown by the glycogen phosphorylase enzyme by the phosphorylation to skeletal muscle. So basically it's the skeletal muscle to convert glucose, and this glucose will be go into the convert into the acetyl CoA, and that is Krebs cycle to produce ATP, as well as the carbon dioxide will be produced. So that means oxygen is consumed. So this is known as the aerobic respiration. So anyhow, this is the normal process which that is during the first time, for example that first day or 2 day. So basically that process is doing here. Let's learn a bit about the we will discuss about the ketogenesis. Fasted states stimulate the ketogenesis. we will learn in this video to understand basically what is the ketogenesis and what is the ketone production. So first of all, we are learning previous that is the here is the brain which that is prefer the glucose more during the early fasted state. So the acetyl CoA will be produced, and that's acetyl CoA go into the Krebs cycle in the mitochondria to produce carbon dioxide and ATP produced. So it is aerobic respiration because the oxygen consuming process in the electron transport chain. So anyhow, here that was the brain, and here is the heart. This heart is prefer the free fatty acid more for the beta oxidation to produce ATP. So that is another way. Here is the adipose tissue. Let's begin to understand what is that and how to adipose tissue will convert the triacylglycerol, that is the storage formation. That is the adipose tissue stored in the form of triacylglycerol. So this is here is the glucagon are present in the blood in the peak process. So the lipase enzyme is used after the binding of the glucagon to stimulate the G-coupled protein receptor to stimulate the alpha subunit of protein. To that is a different way you should not understand in this video. So here is the lipase enzyme to produce free fatty acid and glycerol. This free fatty acid is go into the heart for use as energy. So that is important thing because the heart use free fatty acid and prefer than the sugar. So let's begin to understand. Here is a graph which that is showing the basically the plasma constriction of something. For example, glucose will be drastically decreased and horizontally show the day, and the vertical show the plasma constriction. So the free fatty acid drastically increase after day after some days. So while the glucose level will be drop after a week to more 10 days. So the glycogenolysis will be occur, while on the other hand the ketogenesis will begin from 5th day to 8th day, and the 10th day is used for the proteolysis. Why? Because we will also understand about why the proteolysis is so longer. So the ketones is also produced. What is the ketones? We will also learn a bit about the ketone. So first of all, we should understand about the appetite more to understand the what is the control appetite mechanism. So here is the gastrointestinal tract which contain enterocytes in the duodenum. For example, this duodenum contain enteroendocrine cell. This enteroendocrine cell produce leptin. This leptin will be bound with the adipose tissue to increase the lipolysis, while on the other hand the adipose tissue also produce the leptin. Why? It is during the lipolysis it is also produce the leptin. This leptin hormone will go into the blood during the fasted state. So when go into the blood, that is known as the adipose leptin. This adipose leptin is also increase the lipolysis, as well as it is inhibit the appetite process. So it means the it is inhibit hunger, and lipogenesis will be inhibited by the leptin. So the leptin is important hormone for lipolysis and appetite suppressant, as well as the leptin is maintained during after the eating. It will produce to stop the appetite. So on the other hand, here the HDL are present, which that is absorb the free fatty acid by the absorption to convert the LDL, and lipase enzyme used for the heart also, which that is the endothelial lipase enzyme. While here the low density lipoprotein will go into the liver. Low density mean it is absorb more fatty acid and glycerol, which that is basically scavenger receptor will be bind and endocytosed, and these go into the endocytosed basically, and blood also contain a free fatty acid. So triacyl glycerol during the fasted state we can measure and plasma concentration will be high, and that is basically normal, not a problem. Why? Because the lipolysis is occurring. So here the cholesterol will be dissociation due to the lipase enzyme and apoprotein dissociation, and the free fatty acid also dissociate. And the free fatty acid with the coenzyme activity to produce acetyl CoA, which that is produce the ATP as well as the carbon dioxide will be released in the mitochondria. So that is the aerobic respiration. And acetyl will not go into the mitochondria instead and release from the mitochondria and produce the ketones body. So at is acetyl CoA will be converted into the ketones body, which that is more preference process and not go into the mitochondria. So here the ketones body is produced, and the acetone and acetoacetate and beta hydroxybutyrate is produced, and keto acid also. This beta hydroxybutyrate is basically go into the blood circulatory system, major ketones. So that is the ketone enhancement. Proteolysis will be occur after 10 days. So that means the breakdown of muscle also and other organ. So it produce the amino acids and go into the liver also. While on the other hand, it is also convert to acetyl CoA, and that's gluconeogenesis will be occur to produce glucose as well as urea, which that is separate, and that's urea after separation to produce gluconeogenesis to produce glucose. While here is the days 2, which that is starvation, 70% glucose and 30% ketone bodies, and weeks after 7 days starvation, 70% ketones while the 30% glucose. It means that huge difference is occurring. That means the ketones is more after the 7 days, after a week. So it means here is the ketones will be enhanced after the 7 days. So why ketones is produced? Because the brain prefer the ketone as compared to the sugar. Why? Because sugar is not per eating or fat state basically is not occurring. So that is why important thing is that. So it means the normal range of the glucose will maintain as a homeostasis, while the ketones is used as an energy product, as an energy usage. So here is the pituitary gland, which that adenohypophysis will produce a growth hormone, anterior pituitary gland, which that produce growth hormone during the fasted state. So it produce the too much growth hormone for maintaining the protein inside of the cell. So the growth hormone will that is maintain the growth, development, and the cell proliferation, as well as used for the cell cycle. And on the other hand, the stimulate the insulin like growth factor 1 and 2 in the liver and muscle. So in this graph, we will look at the high level of the human growth hormone, which that is vertical show, and the time is the day, which that shows the horizontally. So it means the percentage is basically after week 300% increase the growth hormone. So the insulin will be decreased, that is the anabolic. So that is the basically replacement of the insulin is the growth hormone, which that is used for the cell growth, maintain protein and synthesis, as well as bone density, growth, proteogenesis and development. So that is why important thing is that the breakdown of the muscle and breakdown of the protein is very difficult, and it is too much longer, and it means the proteolysis will be occur after 10 days, but it is minor quantity, not too much. So the urea and ketones excess as a waste will be excreted through our urine and change the smell due to the ketones production. So the ketones can be checked into the blood as well during breathing.